Hi, welcome back here on Prime Morning. We're still having conversations here. Nathaniel came through with sports. Tomorrow is going to be around again, so make sure you tune in and enjoy some dose of sports. So moving on here this morning, we're getting into conversation that would interest you. If you're one person who loves to write or loves to read, this is the conversation for you. It's a book that is just about to be launched. I want you to be a part of that process, and so we're going to share that details with you here on the show. It's Eric's diary and creatively writing with the 5 W's and H, and another one over here is a guide to writing feature articles using the 5 W's and H. And well, it's the volume 1. We're going to be talking about it. In the studio with me is the author of these books, Mr. Eric Mensah-Ayettey. He's also an editor here on majoronline.com. So it's a pleasure to have you here, sir. Good morning to you.
Thank you.
Everything good?
Good.
We all set?
Yes.
Good, great stuff. I've been going through them real quick, and I think they are very, very interesting. With the way you listen up the entire, lives of celebrities, musicians for that matter, and trying as much as possible for us to learn at the same time. What is the inspiration behind this?
So I have been practicing journalism, public relations for the past 25 years.
Ah, okay.
And
we're building up. We're not building up.
I realized people have issues with writing. They have there's difficulty in writing on the part of even some student journalists who come on attachment sometimes. They have issues with writing. But I get praised when I write. Anything I write, I get praised by whoever is reading it that, oh, this is good, this is good. So I'm like, how do I help out? Put everything together and said, let's go by the 5 W's and H, which is taught in the journalism school. Let's come up with that guideline to guide anybody who wants to write from the scratch. So these articles that I write, for which I am praised, how do I do it? What do I write about? Why do I do it? Put everything together and you have a nice write-up. So the inspiration is to guide people to be able to write, especially journalism students, but anyone who wants to write, like you said it from the beginning. You just must have the desire to write. You read this book, it guides you from beginning to the end. If you're a nurse, if you're a doctor, if you're a lawyer, and there is a case you want to write about, this book can help you start and finish. And
reading through it, you've put them, creatively. It's just been put together very solid. And I think I'm looking forward to. Okay, so Mauli says it's going to take. I'm taking the 2 of them before you leave here. By the way, so how many articles do we have in them?
For the creative writing one, we have 10.
Okay.
But the guide to writing feature articles, we have 22.
Oh.
Yes, so 32 in all.
I see.
And each one of them is a must read.
And they are not out yet. Officially, they are not out yet.
They're out on the market.
Oh, okay.
They're out on the market. I'm Airport Shell.
Okay.
The Ghana Institute of Journalism, Front Desk Joy FM.
Oh.
You can get copies. But officially, they're being launched on 28 June.
Okay.
At the Ghana Institute of Journalism. 4 to 6 p.m.
And everybody can just come through?
Anybody, everybody. I mean, once you have the interest in writing, come around, support, and get copies for yourself.
Some people actually, sometimes, and based on where you're coming from, a lot of people say that if you want to put, something valuable, you put in a book. You've been in this business for a very long time, and you think that it's still a problem. I mean, from the current generations that we have right now, you think that it's still that. If you want to put something valuable, put it in the book, thing it still works?
I still believe so, especially now that everything is online and people are so used to their phones. But that is why I put these articles together for people who like to read and write. Because once you like to write, you definitely will want to read a book. It is those who just like reading, who want to go for their phone. But if you want to write, you will definitely go for a book, because there you want to relax and enjoy yourself, after which you put whatever you've read into action by writing. So I still believe that there's a chunk of people out there who want to read, and they prefer books rather than reading on their phones.
So if I'm coming for this launch, do I need to bring an ID card or anything?
Nothing. Just walk into the Ghana Institute of Journalism on 28 June at 4 p.m. and you'll be ushered into the auditorium and be part of this very interesting, it promises to be very interesting ceremony. Okay. From the high and mighty and as low as whoever, they're all coming.
Okay, all right, so it's happening on the 28th of June at the Ghana Institute of Journalism. As you can see, this is the book. There are two of them. This one says Creatively Writing with the 5 W's and H, and the one over here is a guide to writing articles. And so I know there are a few people out there who've been hitting me up. Sometimes they call me up, they want to write, they want to do this. You want to make sure that you're also getting your stories featured on certain platforms. Now, this is what you need. And I'm sure when you come there, are you going to have time to, some of them will be coming in the hope that they'll be, giving some sort of mentorship, from your quarters. Is that possible as well?
It is very possible. So through the registration process, we are going to take people's contacts.
Okay.
And after the ceremony, I'll get in touch with everybody who shows interest. Obviously, my contacts are in this book, and it will be available on that day on screen and everything. So anybody who wants to get in touch will have the opportunity to get in touch from that day. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's what it is. And that's Mr. Eric Mensah-Ayettey. And he's the author for the 2 books that we're talking about. Make sure you come through. Please, before you leave, what's that one advice you want to give to every single one that is aspiring to be a journalist or maybe has interest in writing?
Yeah, so they say the writing maketh a man. And if you want to change the world, you have to pick your pen and write. These 2 books give you both. You read and you learn how to write. So it is critical that at this point in our development, where there are so many issues that we need to talk about, if you don't have the wherewithal and even the means or the energy to go demonstrating, pick a pen, write it out there, put it on social media, the powers that be will definitely get to hear about it. Absolutely. To guide you to write, these are the books you need.
Great stuff. And that's happening on the 28th of June at the GIJ campus. Make sure you come through. You do not need anything to just come around. Say you're coming to the launch of the book and you'll be ushered in. And then from there, you can also get to have one-on-one interaction with Mr. Eric as well. And trust me, this is going to be your breakout point if you've got interest in writing. Don't forget that he is also here with us at MajorOnline.com. He's an editor. So once the skills are there, the interest is there, and you've got something to show, you never can tell. All right? So come through. And most importantly, make sure you're getting your books. The books are already out there. If you come to Major Online, you get some Airport Shelter, you get some from there as well. Yeah. And a few other places that you can get once you even place a call on the numbers that you can find in the book. All right? So please go ahead and grab your copy. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and sharing your time with us this morning. We appreciate it. We're going to be there on the 28th to also support as well. And we're grateful that you're able to put this together for us.
Thank you.
All right, so we still got some more coming up right here on the show. And please do not forget, we're taking our attentions to the Islamic clash with the police. The IGP currently is in Kumasi assessing the situation. But Rosalind Felly is going to take the conversation to a different level right here on the show. We still got some more after that. Please stay with us. It's Prime Morning right here on Joy Prime.